So Craig just laid out for you kind of the outside perspective of where is there information if you're coming new and you want to find out about whether or not you want to join the journey. Since you're on this call, I'm going to presume many of you do want to be part of the journey, and so I want to just take you on a quick tour inside how we are collaborating. So as of the end of last year, we are making active use of the Odyssey Microsoft Teams environment, which I'm showing my screen to show you here. If you are not yet in the MS Teams environment, as Craig showed you, there's a form to fill out. Just put your information, and Elise is doing a great job to make sure that you can all get ready access. When you join for the first time, you are going to be into the team called Odyssey. And you'll see that there's a few different channels that you'll see, including general channel. We've got an Odyssey meme-a-thon going on, and we've got a technical support to answer some questions like, how do I use Teams? The general structure of Teams is that there are these units that are called teams, and inside of them there are channels. And channels are places where asynchronous conversations can take place. So for example, in the Odyssey team in the general channel, you can see that just 2 days ago, Gautam posted about the Odyssey phenotype library activities in the phenotype workgroup, looking to solicit feedback from the community. In addition to asynchronous chat conversations that can take place on any of the channels, channels are also the place that can actually host synchronous meetings. And so you can actually see meetings will be taking place and that you can join them at any time. In addition, within any channel, you'll actually notice that their teams actually can serve as a file repository. In the top, up top, you'll see this tab called Files, and you can see various content that's available. So for example, Craig mentioned the community call recordings. They're all available here. He also mentioned that Elise put together this great document called Odyssey Microsoft Teams Best Practices that really provides you lots of tools and tricks of how to use Teams most effectively. And as this is just a Microsoft Word document, you can just click on that document and it'll just open up the document directly, or you can download it to your own local environment. I'll highlight while that's pulling up here that I'm showing you Microsoft Teams using the Microsoft Teams application. That is different than the experience you can get from Microsoft Teams if you just log in via the browser. And some of you may have just clicked on the link from Craig's calendar invite, and you might not actually be inside of Teams at all. There are more feature functionality available in Teams if you are able to use the application, the desktop application of Teams. The last thing that I'll just show you quickly here is if you've just joined Odyssey and you've just joined your environment, you're probably only going to see that you are part of one team, the one that's called Odyssey. We're all part of the Odyssey team. However, all of our work groups, all of our study activities, all of our regional chapters have additional teams that have been created. And those teams are where subgroups of individuals collaborate together. So for example, showing you here, the work group that's the PLE, PLP, population level effect estimation and patient level prediction work group, they have their own team. And within that team, you'll see a similar format, various channels like the general channel where asynchronous conversations and meetings are taking place, as well as specific sub-channels of individual topics. So right now there's work on the comparative effectiveness of vaccines that Danny and Mark are leading, work on UMAIS, which is a vaccine surveillance methods evaluation study that Martine's been pushing us through. We're investigating the impact of outcome definitions. These are places where conversations are taking place synchronously and asynchronously. For every work group that you saw on that form that Craig showed you, there is a corresponding work group here, and that's where you can get together in small subgroups of individuals to collaborate on tackling problems of shared interest. If you have any questions about that, certainly from the Odyssey team, you can see the technical support channel where you can post questions if you don't know where to find something. All of the forms to sign up for those work groups are available on the Odyssey website, as well as up top on top here. But also you shouldn't hesitate to reach out on the Odyssey teams. And we've got many people in the community that are eager to help you newcomers join the journey alongside of us.